Hi, my name is Robert Stewart, and I'm here with Tim Ness, who is with Insurance Brokers of Minnesota. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. We're going to be talking a little bit about homeowners insurance, and when you buy a house, you have to have an insurance policy on it. And in fact, your mortgage company actually requires you to have a policy. That's one of the conditions of having the mortgage. So I want you to know a little bit more about insurance at the end of this, and I'm going to ask Tim, our resident expert, a few questions about homeowners insurance. So, Tim, welcome.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
My first question for you is because I actually know I know enough about insurance to be dangerous. I know there's two different types of insurance agents. You have the captive agent and the broker. How would you how's that different?
Yeah,
And
no,
what are you?
that's a great question. So first off, I'm a broker. And yes, the captive agent and the broker agent are two very different types of agent. A captive agent is basically somebody that can only sell their own carrier's policy. So for example, a farmer's agent is going to be able to only sell you a farmer's policy. Same with State Farm, um, American Family, Allstate, a lot of carriers like that. A broker, now I am a broker myself, like I mentioned, and we have the ability to shop anywhere from about 15 to 20 different personal lines carriers. So you come to me, I grab your information, and then we search throughout the market, finding the best price and the best coverage.
Okay, that's awesome. So if I go to State Farm, I'm only getting one kind of policy, but if I come to you, there's a whole lot more available to me.
That is correct, yeah.
Is it more expensive to go through you?
No, we don't charge a fee whatsoever.
Okay.
Basically, you only pay the premium. There's no fees for working with a broker. Everything is done through us, and you just pay your annual insurance premiums, and everything else is taken care of.
Perfect. Okay, my next question.
Yeah.
Um, what do you recommend that people look for in their policy?
Yeah, one of the biggest things that I see. So somebody is in a home buying process, they get their accepted offer, and
Yeah.
obviously at that point they start looking for homeowners insurance. Yeah, come on
Yes.
now. At that point, they are oftentimes going out and getting a couple of quotes. Now, that's always great. The one downside is your insurance premium is associated with the level of coverage on your home.
Sure. That makes sense.
That number can be dictated a little bit by each agent. And what I mean by that is somebody can come in and under insure your home just a little bit, which drops the premium. And people do this ultimately just to try to win a deal. So one of the biggest things that I always talk through is making sure that you have proper level of coverage on your home and you're not underinsuring yourself to save $50 or $100 a year.
Awesome. Because if you save 50 to $100 a year and then you have a catastrophic loss and you're underinsured, right?
You're paying $50,000 out of pocket. And yes, so it can be an absolute pain in the butt in the long run if the catastrophic does happen and you may be out $100 per year.
And the people who would be most subject to that are the ones who are shopping for insurance solely based on price. What you're saying, I think, is, you know, the price is what it is.
Yeah,
Make sure that you're getting equal levels of coverage, so it's apples to apples.
exactly. Apples to apples. And then we always go in and kind of quote an enhanced level of quote right away, talk through each item. If you want to include it, great. If you want to exclude it, great. And that'll ultimately change your premium to find the policy that ultimately fits you and your family the best.
Perfect. Okay. So I know a lot. Next question. A lot of things have changed and things are in flux right now in the insurance business because
Yeah.
I'm watching my clients with their homes and their roofs
Yeah.
have claims and issues going on, and the relationship between how insurance companies treat roofs is changing. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah. No, it's a great question. We've always, or recently, we've been saying that it's the wild, wild west when it comes to roof coverages and so on and so forth. And so some of the things that I highly or always encourage my clients to look at, but then also new prospective clients that they look at it as well, is the deductible. So recently there's been what's called a wind hail deductible. That is going to be different than what your standard deductible is on your homeowner's policy.
Okay.
Wind hail deductibles are oftentimes going to be more expensive.
Okay.
And the new thing is that they're throwing percentage deductibles. So really quick math, if you have a $500,000 dwelling or home and you have a 1% wind hail deductible, your deductible will be $5,000.
Okay.
And what falls under a wind hail deductible is any damage caused by a windstorm or a hailstorm.
Okay. Let me complicate that just real quick.
Yeah.
What if when you bought the house, the roof was 20 years old? Then what? In that
Yeah.
scenario where
Yeah.
you had the policy and you have the wind and hail add-on, does how does that work?
Yeah. So basically you would still have the wind hail deductible, and it could be subject to a higher deductible, or it also could be a percentage deductible. What we're also seeing now with older roofs are different types of coverage. So the standard coverage that everyone is used to is what's called replacement cost. And what that
Yes. Yeah.
means is, assuming everything gets approved in the claim process, you, the insured, pay the deductible, or the homeowner pays the deductible, and the insurance carrier takes care of the damages. Now,
Okay.
kind of what's happening and shifting is switching from a replacement cost to an actual cash value coverage. And what that means in simple terms is, if your roof is 20 years old, they're going to depreciate your roof by 20 years. You, as the homeowner, would be responsible for the depreciated amount, and the insurance carrier would take care of the other portion of the damaged roof.
Okay. So if you're buying a house and it has an older roof, from an insurance perspective, you can't really count on that next hailstorm to fix the problem for you.
Not every single time. You would just
No.
want to make sure that you know what you're walking into when you file a claim with an older roof.
Okay. And you just brought up my next question, which is when does it make sense to file a claim and what goes into that decision?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. And honestly, as a broker and as an agent, we kind of call ourselves more of a claims consultant. We're obviously not the individuals that approve or deny claims, but we
Mhm.
have conversations in detail with our insureds, providing our expert opinion on whether or not we think it is worth it to file a claim or not. That could also include us finding contractors that we love and trust that can give their expert opinion as well, ultimately trying to provide the best answer and decision for our clients.
You're touching on something that's really close to my heart here because I've had insurance claims in the past and I've felt like I have to negotiate against the insurance company that I'm already paying for the coverage. And what I'm hearing from you is, from your standpoint as an independent broker, you'll actually go to bat. You'll give actual advice and strategy to your client on how to go about the process of filing a claim and when it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. It's not from a we're trying to manipulate the insurance carrier. We just got all the information about the claim situation from either it's a roofing contractor or a contractor that came into the property, analyzed the property, and gave us their professional opinion. We
Right.
then can take that report and send it back to the insurance carrier and say, based on this information, we do believe that it warrants an approved claim. It doesn't change it every single time, and sometimes we get thrown a curveball,
Sure.
but we can ultimately try and push.
Oh, could you repeat that just last sentence there? It looks like you had a phone call come in and
Yeah,
that stopped your audio.
sorry about that. Yeah, at the end of the day, basically, my goal is to work with our contractors, get all the reports that they completed, resubmit them to the insurance carrier, and show our insurance carrier why we believe that it deserves and warrants an approved claim.
Be as accurate as possible and get the insurance companies to do what they say they're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Oh, that's awesome. My final question. I have a lot of final questions here.
Yeah.
If somebody was looking for a quote or looking to look at other insurance options with you, what is the best way for them to go about that?
Yeah, definitely. So the best way is I have two quick links. The first link is going to be a way for you to upload your current insurance document. Second one is a time to book a call with me. I'll have a few additional questions in that link to book a call, but that's the best way, whether that's
Sure.
via email that we get the process started or another option. Either way works great for me.
Okay, so what I heard you say, there's two things. Get your current information for your insured, and then get in contact with you. What I'll do is I'll include that link in this email, or if somebody's watching this on YouTube or wherever they see it, it'll be in the video notes, those two links. So, Tim, thank you so much for joining me this morning. These were questions I had and I've been receiving from clients.
Yeah,
Thank you for providing clarity, and I really appreciate you.
of course, happy to help and happy to be a resource to anybody looking for it.
Thanks, Tim. Have a good day.
You too.
See ya. Okay.
Did that call that came